Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports, and the perfect start for the Springboks down in Africca at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. 32 points to 12 against Argentina, a bonus point victory for the Springboks despite making all those changes. Jaden Hendrickson, try on debut. Apelele Fassi has 2 international tries in 2 games. Kobus Reinach, the pace. Alton Yankees, brilliant. What a performance from the game. Joseph Dwere, phenomenal on test debut. There really can't be any complaints about that Springbok performance. With all the changes, with everything going on, on the wake and the potential for a bit of a hangover performance after the British and Irish Lions. Well, the Springboks were brilliant in the first half, which really put them in the driving seat, and then some fantastic defense right at the end just to cap off a really good performance. Still room for improvement, but there was always going to be with so many players coming in from the sides and getting a chance, and a really impressive performance from the entire team. Before we break down the game itself and look at some of the stats, please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We are also brought to you by Manscaped, the #1 choice in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped has got the best tools for your family jewels and have recently launched in South Africa with their flagship product, the Lawnmower 4.0. You can join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get 20% off as well as free shipping anywhere in the world with the code FOREVER. Go check out manscaped.com and use the code FOREVER to get 20% off as well as free shipping. Right, so the game got off to the perfect start as Alton Yankees slotted a penalty in the 2nd minute. Kobus Reinach then, against the run of play, after a very dangerous looking Argentina attack, picked up the ball and sort of just displayed raw out and out pace. And he went over in the 14th minute to open his account and open the Springboks account in the Rugby Championship. Alton Yankees then nailing a very nice conversion right on the left-hand side. The Argentines struck back in the 17th minute with a kickered goal, but then the Springbok kicking game, which had been fantastic from beginning to end, the Argentina were terrible under the high ball. They really did struggle. And the perfect sort of demonstration of what a good kicking game is. A deep kick, a really good chase from Evan Etzebeth. He won the kick back. Quick ball from Reinach straight to Alton Yankees. Saw the space, a brilliant cross kick. Fantastic handling from Apelele Fassi, running at full tilt. Got him over for his 2nd try in 2 tests in the 18th minute. Alton Yankees this time missing the conversion. We then won a penalty in the 23rd minute with Alton Yankees slotting that. 3 minutes later, we saw Frans Steyn taking a penalty on the right-hand side but pushing it left. But then Argentina got the points, some points back on the board in the 35th minute with 18-6. But what we would do so well throughout the entire game is whenever Argentina scored some points, we sort of hit back, and Alton Yankees slotted a penalty in the 37th minute to make it 21 points to 6. And after some really good defense, with Argentina looking right on the brink of scoring before half-time, they eventually decided to take the 3 points to give us a 21.9 half-time lead. I thought Joseph Dwere was probably the player of the first half. It was really impressive. We then saw Malcolm Marx and Vincent Koch on pretty early in the 2nd half. Alton Yankees opened the scoring with a 3-pointer in the 47th minute. Frans Steyn almost managed to add to that 4 minutes later with an effort on the halfway mark. He had the distance but didn't have the accuracy, so missed both penalty attempts, did the veteran. We then saw Trevor Nyakane coming in the 51st minute, and they pretty much dominated the scrums throughout the rest of the half, up until sort of the final stages. Marco Verstappen came on in the 53rd minute to really good effect. Alton Yankees added to his tally in the 58th minute with another penalty. We sort of kept going for that try. We almost thought Apelele Fassi was over, but it wasn't to be. Before finally it was Jaden Hendrickson who scored the try in the 78th minute after a storming run from Marco Verstappen. It was a brilliant kick from Frans Steyn right up in our N22, which took a touch from Argentina to put us in that position. And off the back of the line, Marco Verstappen sat down 2 Argentina players before Morné Steyn found Jaden Hendrickson, who had the pace to go over in the corner. Morné Steyn, I think, thinking that we didn't have the bonus point going for the drop goal attempt, so he missed that attempt in the 79th. In Argentina, Jaden Hendrickson conceded a penalty just as the sort of game was closing down, but some fantastic defense eventually forced a knock-on, and that was that. So if you look at some of the stats from the game, Argentina had more possession with 54 to 46. The Springboks doing much better in the 2nd half with pretty much 50-50 possession. They also had more territory, but only just. Didn't score a single try. The Springboks ran more meters, but Argentina beat more defenders. There were 2 clean breaks apiece. Argentina had more gain line carries, more passes, 10 offloads to 4. the same amount of turnovers, but it was the kicks in hand. 46 kicks in hand from South Africa compared to 29, but it worked every single time that ball went up. I think Argentina might have taken the ball cleanly maybe 2 or 3 times. They really did struggle with that sort of aspect of their game. Rux won 59 for South Africa, 77 from Argentina. Tackle success rate, the Springboks made 104 of 124 tackles. Argentina made 76 of 92 at a 83% tackle success rate. Goal kick success rate for South Africa was 6 out of 10. Morné Steyn missing 1, Frans Steyn 2, and Alton Jantjies 1. 100% from Nicolas Sanchez. Ruck success was 97% from the Springboks, really good at protecting the ball on the ground. 94% from Argentina. 75% from the lineouts from the Springboks, not their best day at lineout time. 80% at lineout success rate for Argentina. The scrums, though, were very solid. At the end, Argentina conceded 14 penalties and the Springboks conceded 11. But just a really, really good all-round performance. I thought Luat Diago was absolutely terrific. 16 tackles, not a single one missed, a turnover 1, as well as 7 carries. Probably up there for man of the match. I thought Joseph Dweber was fantastic in the first half. Malcolm Marx made plenty of carries when he came on. Marco van Staden came on to really, really good effect. In the backline for the Boks, Alton Jantjies scored 5. So he scored 15. Hang on, how many points did I score? 17 points from him. 86% kick success rate, missing just the 1. 83% tackle success rate. 5 tackles made, 1 tackle missed. A try assist for him as well. 59 meters gained. This is the 3rd most of any player in the team. A really good outing for the fly half. Otherwise, I thought Apile Fassi looked very bright. He tackled, he looked very good at attack. But Springboks in particular, I thought was tremendous under the high ball. Worked really, really hard. Did Springboks. For the Argentinians, as you'd expect, Marcus Kramer made quite a few carries. Julian Montoya made about 11 tackles, so a very good performance from the captain. But it was just that back three. It was just the barrage of kicks from the Springboks, which outdid the Argentines. They didn't really have much of a solution to the kicking game that the Springboks played. And for everybody that says it's boring, 32 points to 12, I don't think that's a boring test match. Scoring 3 tries, I don't think that's a boring test match. And that was very, very good rugby from the Springboks. It was good game management. There were some very nice moments. There were a couple of sloppy issues, but you kind of expect that with a side that's been thrown together in a week and lots of changes. So I don't think anyone was talking about a bonus point victory at the beginning of the day, considering that this is just Argentina's 2nd loss since the 2019 World Cup. During that time, they've beaten Australia, beaten New Zealand, beaten Wales as well. So that this is only the 2nd time they've lost in the last 2 years. So a really good performance from the Boks. Let me know what you thought about the game down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel. Go and check out manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with the code FOREVER. My name is Steven. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat to you soon.